I'm here at Larus Park to find out if it's any good for mountain biking. Let's check it out. So this is probably one of the least discussed or talked about trails in the Richmond area. And I'm not really entirely sure what to expect. Whew, tight turn there. I've been seeing a lot of hikers coming and going as I was unloading the vehicle, so there's probably more hikers than bikers here. That doesn't mean it's not fun for people like us. So yeah, just keep in mind that these are multi-use trails and they're multi-directional, so you're gonna see all kinds of people out here, and you just gotta be courteous like you should be on any trail system. Thanks guys.
Sorry.
You're good, thank you.
So basically just expect to see a lot more people on foot than you may be used to seeing.
So it opens up here. Guess this is the way. It's a pretty wide single track, as you can see. So far it's been very smooth. Got some amount of downhill here. Thank you. Very tight turn. Couple roots. I'll tell you what, so far it's pretty fun. So I've entered into this trail system from Huguenot Road. There's a few different ways to get in. And actually, this place is one of the first places I ever rode when I first started mountain biking. And it was after a storm in the area and there were a lot of trees down. So we were having to get off the bikes non-stop. And we also got lost. Somehow we got off the trail. As you can see, these trails are confusing. Or maybe you can't tell, but there's been a ton of spots where it's like, could have gone one way or the other, and I just picked the way to go. But we wound up completely off the trail and bushwhacking our way through the woods. So, I don't know, it wasn't the best experience. And here it is 3 years later, and I'm back to give it another shot and see how it is.
So as I'm editing this video, I'm actually reminded of buying my first mountain bike because this was one of the first places I came to. And the guy that I rode these trails with was a co-worker. And, when I was looking to buy a bike, I asked him, what kind of bike do you have? And he told me, oh, it's just a specialized mountain bike. And I thought, okay, that's kind of weird. Like, he's just, I guess he's telling me that it's a bike made specifically for mountain biking, but he doesn't really want to tell me what the bike is. So I don't know, I thought that was kind of weird. But anyway, we wound up meeting up here to go for a ride, and I see him pull the bike out of his vehicle, and I see the word Specialized on either top tube or the down tube, and that's when I realized Specialized is actually a bike brand.
Went to grab my water, and it's not there. And I don't think I lost it. I think I just left it in the car. But luckily, this isn't a huge trail system, and it's not the middle of summer either. So anyway, I've come across this, looks like an old school or something like that. That's at the end of that big climb I just did. So turn around and go back down. Thank you. All right, sharp turn here, stay on the outside. Big dog in the trail. So some of these spots, I don't know if it's coming across on the camera, but they're areas where you typically see it, really bench cut and flattened out in a lot of trail systems, but these are just kind of on that angle So you're a lot more likely to slip out, especially with all the leaf cover. So even though these trails aren't really like purpose-built mountain biking trails, they do a good job going up and down and keeping it fun. Like right here. Now I will say, if you're used to those kind of purpose-built trails, this is going to throw you off, because it's throwing me off a bit. When I went down this thing that I'm currently going up, just kind of blasted through. And on, you know, really like mountain bike specific trails, there'll be a berm, there'll be something that you can keep your speed through. That was not the case there. It was a little bit of roots and just a really sharp turn. So I'm at another split in the trail, which is not even shown on Trail Forks. I was just trying to look at that. This place is pretty confusing, I'll give it that. I'm gonna go this way. So that turn has taken me to another parking area. This is back where I came from. Pretty gradual downhill. Some loose rocks here, nothing major. Rear wheel out. Off the trail, but I'd rather do that than get my head cut off by that tree. I'll take this other direction here. So I think this is going to take me right back to that same parking area on that wider trail. But if I go up it, I get to go back down it. So I'm going up it.
So this is definitely the most fun stretch of trail that's in here. It's just a nice, long, gradual downhill that you can get a lot of speed on. And I'd like to tell you how to get here, but it's really kind of confusing, because if you look at Google Maps, there's Stony Point Road, which is like 10 different roads all in this one particular area. So if you're on Trail Forks, this particular path is called 2 Stony Road. So you would start from Stony Road. If you're looking just at Google Maps, it's called Wukong's Path. So I don't know, if you come here, hopefully that helps you out. And the only reason for the cut in the video right there is just that I slowed down at one little intersection to make sure I was going the way that I wanted to go. And then of course you'll see coming up some of that more defined bench cut trail that I was talking about earlier that was lacking in a different section.
I'll tell you what, that is the way to do it, starting there. That is a long section of downhill, especially for Richmond. Not technical, but still fun.
And if you can see that tunnel on the left-hand sort of center of the screen there, actually you see a runner come out right now. That is part of the trail, and it leads to some more trail on the other side of it. but that's pretty much a waste of time over there. It's nothing interesting at all.
So up here is a little creek crossing. Pretty deep water. And it leads to this climb. I don't know where it goes, but I'll go up it just to come back down it. Pretty steep. Tires are gripping still. Spinning a little on those roots because they're wet.
So this is another offshoot that didn't really lead to anything too interesting either. It actually looped around to that same trail that I came back in on. So anyway, I've turned around now and I'm just going back down that same hill just to show that.
I was looking too far ahead. That was stupid. Missed the tree right in front of me because I was looking at the creek crossing. So I'm on my way back, still running along that creek. So I think it's a different way than the way that I came in. Hopefully I'm going back. Honestly, I'm not too sure. But if the question was, you know, are these any fun, these trails for a mountain biker? I would say yes. You know, if you're looking for technical stuff, this isn't the place. Stay in the James River Park system, North Bank, Buttermilk. But if you're looking for something different, if you're looking for a little faster, flowier type stuff, you know, especially that one downhill run that I did, that was a blast. And I'd do it again if I had more time and the desire to go back up it anyway. Of course, you'll just have to watch out for the hikers, the dog walkers. I've seen one other guy on a mountain bike, one guy on a gravel bike. So obviously if he's on a gravel bike, it tells you about the technicality of this trail system. All right, so I'm back at the car now, and Strava says I did about 5.5 miles. Although I didn't even start Strava till at least half a mile into it, and then I remembered to do that. And you know, there was just a lot of starting and stopping, looking at trail forks, trying to figure out where I was. This place is kind of like Powhite Park in the sense that it's a smallish area, but there's a lot of trails that branch off and bring you back around to some spot you've already been. So I think it would even be a lot more fun once you really understood the trails and knew where you were going. You could make some little loops and, you know, certain little segments that you wanted to do. But either way, it was, you know, still a fun place to go. So check it out if you're out here. Good place to go for an hour or so ride. You know, if you're looking to do an all-day ride, then it's probably not the place to go. You'll just be repeating a lot of sections. But anyway, thanks for watching. As always, you know what? I'm not even gonna say it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.